When he was doing his pre-job interview research, Millwall's home form must have made enjoyable reading for Gary Rowett. They'd lost only once on their own patch this season, and they started on the front foot here too. Jed Wallace saw his shot blocked. Jason Pearce in his way. Appeals for handball studiously ignored. The visit of London neighbours Charlton brought out the best in Rowett's new team in the early stages though, and a minute later it was rather more clear-cut. And a tale of two Shawns, Williams with the swinging free kick, Hutchinson with the header, 1-0. But as Charlton piled forward to try and level it, Millwall then had to thank their rearguard in general and goalkeeper Bartosz Białkowski in particular, with a little help from his friend, goal line technology, for keeping their neighbours at bay. The 32-year-old Polish stopper denying Josh Cullen, if only by a whisker. Then as the clock ticked around towards the break, the keeper was spot on again. A case of dither and delay in the heart of the home penalty area, before Macaulay Bonne let fly. It was a brilliant volley. If anything, the save was even better. Revived and refreshed by the half-time brew, the Millwall number 33 came out raring to go and was impeccable again just a few minutes after the restart. After Adam Matthews cut the ball back, Darren Pratley left dumbfounded as his shot was diverted over the bar. It may not be an epic trek, around 4.5 miles if you're counting, but Charlton had won just once in their last 15 league trips across southeast London, and from the corner that followed that save, they levelled. Naby Sarr, a muscular presence, and albeit via an in-off, Jonathan Leko was, well, Johnny on the spot, that short journey suddenly seeming very worthwhile. But Millwall are unbeaten at the Den since September, and they pressed forward to try and win this one. When the ball fell to Ben Thompson, his volley allowed Charlton's number 1 to show what he could do. Dylan Phillips won't mind seeing that again. Into added time, and Matt Smith rose to the occasion to seal it the home side's way and leave Charlton crestfallen. They haven't beaten Millwall in 11 league meetings since a certain Lee Bowyer scored in a 2-0 win 23 years ago.
He was better than them, I thought, from start to finish. And then we end up conceding in the last minute or whatever it was and coming away with nothing like that. We should have won the game. To come away with nothing is so disappointing.
We had some difficult periods in the game where we had to defend and perhaps dropped a little bit too deep sometimes. But I thought if you're going to finish your game in front of your own crowd against your local opponents, then what better way to do it than to score a late goal?
Well, he's the first Millwall manager since Dennis Wise to win his first 2 home games, and they'll love that at the Den. Let him come, as they say. But should it have been? You know all about how many times you turned around to Matt Smith and said, "All right, big man, get the tracksuit off."
Yeah, too much for his liking. But what he does, he comes off the bench with venom, and that's a fantastic header. And you could argue he's leaning on the fella, but you've got to open your shoulders up.
No, the defender has been, with or is it 30, 40 seconds to go?
Yeah.
When he scores that goal, the defender, that's really, really poor. He's got caught under the ball. His shoulders are facing the ball. He's not open at all, and he's not close enough to stop him having a run at him. And as soon as you let a big lad have a run, he gets 1-2 and he's up. He's above you. You can't stop him.
So no complaints from Naby Sarr.